Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in this episode of The Hypnotist, you'll be listening to a hypnosis session created for a client that had a big presentation and was worrying about it despite doing a lot of preparation. And I've seen numerous clients with this kind of thinking, albeit with different triggers. One client had a injection after a certain period. Another person had a hospital appointment. I also see it with people that have flights that are booked in their schedule, but they're in the future. And you can call it anticipatory fear. People are thinking about something and they're thinking about all of the what-if scenarios that are connected to that. Typically, it's led by inner dialogue, so you tend to have a voice inside the head that is worrying about what could go wrong and all the consequences. And in doing so, it leads to a fallacy, and the fallacy is that you need to prepare more, or you need to think even more about all of these different ramifications and scenarios. But that's not how you deal with this. How you deal with this particular type of anticipatory fear is by acknowledging that you've done enough, that you can't do anymore. It's the Stoic philosophy of if you can't change it, then accept it. But to get to that stage, you have to make evaluations that you've done enough, which can feel conflicted because there's a part of you that is thinking, well, there's always more that could be done here. But it is a trip, it's a trick of the mind. And if you fall for that trick, then you're going to get lost in that maze and not know how to get out of it. What this hypnosis session does is creates the strategies, but also the belief systems that actually the best way to prepare once you've done sufficient preparation is not to prepare anymore, that you get diminishing returns by overthinking and over preparing. And what it really is designed to do is to rebuild trust. And sometimes when things have gone wrong in the past, or you're worried about really severe consequences, it can lead to a lack of trust and you're trying to overcompensate. But the overcompensation actually increases the probability that you're going to get an undesirable result because then you're stressed and anxious about it. So simply trusting that you've got the skills and resources to do a sufficient job in whatever area you're doing is a better strategy. And it's easier said than done, which is why this hypnosis session is designed to get the brain thinking in that way. If you're dealing with excessive worry, if you're dealing with excessive anxiety about a future event and you can't figure it out, hopefully this session will help. But if it doesn't, you can click the link in the show notes to schedule a free 30-minute consultation call to explore working with me. For now, though, let's have a listen to this hypnosis, see if this helps. Find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe in a resourceful feeling of relaxation. And as you exhale, just allow any feelings of worry, stress, or tension to feel like they're leaving your body from your outward breath. So that as you breathe in and breathe out, you start to feel deeper and deeper relaxed. That's right. I want you to scan your body for any feelings of stress. Perhaps around the temples, the forehead, the jaw, maybe even the neck or the shoulders. But I want you to get a sense that as you breathe in a wonderful feeling of resourcefulness, it feels like it's melting away any tension, enabling that tension to leave your body in your outward breath, enabling you to feel deeper and deeper relaxed. I want you to use the power of your imagination to imagine that you are relaxing on a beach. And maybe this is on a beach, perhaps in Turkey, or maybe on the Sicilian coast. But I want you to imagine you're lying on a beach, perhaps on a big blanket, feeling the sun on your skin, getting a sense that you're able to feel deeply relaxed. You're aware that you have something on your horizon, something in your future. But this thing in the future, you feel very calm about. So I want you to imagine lying on that beach. Maybe you can hear the gentle breaking of the waves. And maybe you can hear your inner dialogue, a voice that perhaps in the past was worried, anxious. But I want you to imagine a new inner dialogue is encouraging and supportive, giving you a feeling of reassurance and confidence, giving you the overall sense that you'll be fine. And every time you say to yourself, I'll be fine, it enables you to feel more and more confident, more and more relaxed, more and more at peace, calming that worrying part that seems to no longer exist within you, but feels like the part responsible for worry is now outside of your body, and certainly outside of your head. You can imagine that worrying voice, perhaps on a thumbnail, or even a little voice outside of your head, maybe imagined as a tiny character. But continue to breathe in and breathe out while you're lying on that blanket on the beach. Every time you hear the gentle breaking of the waves, you feel calmer. And the way you think about the sun is that it's just melting away anxiety, stress, and any worries, just like the hot sun would melt away an ice cream. Breathe in and breathe out, and I want you to imagine that there you are on that beach, feeling calm, feeling fine, feeling confident. And I'm going to count down from 10 to 1, and with each descending number, you will feel deeper and deeper relaxed. So relaxed, but by the time I get to 1, you will imagine what it would be like to drift off into a sleep where you're able to dream more vividly than you normally would. Starting to count 10. Just eyelids getting heavier and heavier, feeling almost like they're stuck shut. 9. Feeling any tension in your forehead just start to melt away. 9. Any tension in your jaw just feels like it's being released. That's it. 8 goes to 7, and you can feel like you can breathe deeper in and deeper out, feeling more and more relaxed. 7 goes to 6, and you can even feel that any tension in your neck and your shoulders just melting away in that sun. 6, you can feel how deeply relaxed you're becoming as that relaxation goes to 5, all the way down your arms, all the way down into your fingers. 4, as you breathe in, even your internal organs are relaxing. Your heart, lungs, stomach, even your diaphragm starts to deeply relax, enabling even deeper breaths. That's right. 4 goes to 3, and that feeling of relaxation goes through your gut, all the way down into your legs. 3 and then 2, just feeling deeply, deeply relaxed. Arms and legs feeling limp, loose, heavy. That's it. 3 and then 2, all the way down into your feet. And then 1. Imagine what it would feel like to fall asleep into a light nap, there on a blanket on a beach, under the warm sun, hearing the gentle breaking waves. And I want you to imagine you're going inwards into your imagination, where you can instantly travel into the future, but also you can activate powerful resources that have always existed within you, but sometimes need the right combination to be unlocked. I want you to imagine it is 1 week after an important presentation. It's gone well. You've received good positive feedback. It's in the past. And I want you to feel that when it's in the past, any preparation was just useful if it enabled you to communicate what you wanted to communicate. I want you to embrace the Pareto principle, that 80% of your results come from 20% of your effort. And I want you to evaluate that perhaps you did more than the important 20% of that preparation. But I want you to also reflect that perhaps you did more preparation than was necessary. Because a certain amount of preparation is important to prepare, but too much preparation just enables you to believe that you need more and more preparation. But as you imagine it's 1 week after this presentation, I want you to evaluate that you already did more preparation than was necessary. I want you to get a growing sense that what you prepared was more than sufficient. I now want you to go backwards in time, and I want you to imagine it's just a few weeks before this presentation. Maybe you're on holiday, or maybe it's after a holiday is finished and it's just leading up to that day. But as the presentation approaches, you effortlessly take everything in your stride, feeling calm and composed, trusting in your abilities and knowing that you have all the necessary skills to excel in this presentation. I want you to acknowledge that your mind is sharp and agile, and that you feel confident that you can think on your feet with ease. That the upcoming presentation is an opportunity for you to showcase your knowledge and expertise. And imagine how good it would feel to approach it with enthusiasm. What if stress and anxiety was replaced with a feeling of a sense of joy and excitement? Any preparation or reviewing what you've already prepared simply reassures you, giving you that knowledge that you've put in ample effort and all the necessary preparation required. Because the summer season is a time of relaxation and enjoyment, and you can feel confident that that things will just go well. You remind yourself that this presentation is simply a conversation with people you already know, and this thought brings comfort and ease. I want you to congratulate yourself on the preparation that you've already done, realizing that your thorough preparation gives you confidence and reassurance, allowing you to feel at ease leading up to this presentation. Recognizing that this preparation falls well within your capabilities, and you embrace this opportunity with a growing sense of self-assurance. I want you to evaluate that self-assurance is just acknowledging that you will be fine, that whatever happens, you can handle it, that you can think on your feet, that you will be fine. You understand that there can be diminishing returns with excessive preparation, and you trust that you've done enough, and you will be fine. In fact, instead of over-preparing, you take that same time to just focus on thinking positively about the future, imagining seeing yourself like you're someone else, doing whatever you've prepared as if you're watching yourself, but watch yourself delivering that same content, that same preparation in a calm, confident, enthusiastic way. That thinking positively about the future is now your best form of preparation. Each day you feel more excited and empowered about sharing your knowledge and ideas during the presentation. That your mind is clear, calm, and your thoughts are centered around positive outcomes and successful delivery. That any worrying thoughts almost sound like they're a squeaky cartoon character communicating to you from outside of your body, and that your response is a calm, confident, "I've got this, I'll be fine" kind of response. You let go of any lingering doubts, knowing that you are fully prepared and capable of handling any challenges that may arise. Your self-confidence grows stronger with each passing day, setting the stage for a successful and impactful presentation. This is no longer something to worry about. This is something to become excited and enthusiastic about. You look forward to it. Any final preparation gives you a feeling of joy and reassurance. As the presentation date approaches, you maintain a sense of calm and tranquility, noticing how you can fully trust in your abilities. Any what-if questions are instantly met with a growing sense that you will be fine, that you've got this, everything will be okay. Because the more that you visualize yourself delivering the presentation with grace and ease, it gives you a sense of pride in how your performance will be. In life, you either win or you learn, and any minor issues with the presentation will just be a positive feedback loop for you to get better in the future. You don't have to be perfect. This is just an opportunity for you to communicate what you've prepared in the way that feels calm and confident for you, and that the anticipation for the presentation becomes a positive and exciting experience, fueling your enthusiasm further. And how good would it feel to embrace the positive energy surrounding this upcoming presentation, knowing that you have everything you need to shine brightly and make a lasting impact. I want you to think of those times in your life that you've presented very well. But also think of the times in your life where you've had an absolute sense of confidence and certainty. And you can go back and feel how good it feels to feel that way. And in doing so, tap into that increasing knowledge that you already have the resources necessary to do well. This is just having a conversation. And you've had conversations your whole life. Imagine that future version of you presenting what you've prepared very well. See how relaxed you look. There's a smile, there's a confidence, there's a calmness. And doesn't it feel good to see that future version of you doing well in this presentation? I want you to imagine stepping into that future version of you, feeling calm and confident, feeling relaxed, that you can think on your feet. And enjoy that feeling. Getting a growing sense that it was fine. As the presentation comes to an end, there's a feeling of pride, accomplishment, but also relief that you prepared well, you delivered it well, and it's all over now. Allow your mind to trust in your own abilities. You'll be fine. I want you to imagine now that you're feeling how good it would feel to be on that beach. And notice if you're in Sicily or Turkey or somewhere else. And I want you to imagine taking a quick swim in the sea. The sea representing the ability to wash away any final feelings of self-doubt, stress or anxiety. Feel the water on your skin washing away any self-doubt, any worries at all, giving you a growing feeling of being very prepared and positive for the future. And then I want you to imagine that this beach is just a thought in your imagination, an idea within an idea, a dream within a dream, as you take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Feel like you're returning to the present. And as you do so, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, feeling completely present and in the moment, as very soon I will count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. You will awaken feeling resourceful, confident, a growing feeling of reassurance, and a deep-seated belief that you will be absolutely fine. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.